We are here today at an undisclosed location. We are here today at an undisclosed location. This is a shop. I think you can tell whose shop it is just by the color, the theme that's going on. I shall not mention any names, but yeah, the shop is about to be opened. As you can see, the gents are prepping the cars. I think it's Red Bull or someone coming today to come and film something here. But we're not here for Red Bull, we're just here for the car. So yeah, what's actually happening here is, so this guy over here is actually doing an art piece of each of the cars. So right there is before, and if you can't tell, it's actually that car there that's being painted at the moment. So I would film the whole process, but yeah. Truly a dent expert, because this, I'm assuming, was dented and now it's not dented because that looks like a freshly well done coat. I don't know, I could be wrong. I am wrong, yes. It wasn't welded on freshly. Yeah, I think it was just part of the car. Probably tore off. I have no clue, just assuming. This is always the favorite tool of any shop. If you have this tool, you will have many free. Some more orange E30s, VQ, looks like a 25. That one's also got a, well, I don't know what's in there yet. I have no clue. There's too many orange E30s, I can't keep up anymore. But that's VQ by the looks of it. This is no clue, but yeah, too many orange ones.
The next day.
So okay, today I was supposed to get a replacement tank for that fuel tank, but then I ended up not going because of time. And then when I had the time, I thought, okay, let me take this tank off so that when that tank comes, and then I don't still need to take that one out, I can just pop the new one back in. And then I went and had a look down here. So right here is the fuel line that's supposed to be feeding the front of the car. And when I looked at it, I thought to myself, could this one maybe be blocked? And then I saw that this pipe was on there. Now there was a clamp on here before, because they were like joined together, like they were pushed together with that centerpiece there like that. I thought, let me blow some air through the one end and see if, you know, if the air flows freely through the entire line, or is it blocked somewhere. I wanted to know if I must maybe replace the entire fuel line. Found the escaping here. So what I did was I removed the pipe. As you can see, I put a fresh one here. There, a straight pipe from where the previous one was on. And then I'm going to put that tank back. I'm really hoping that this fixes the problem and that was the issue all along, and it wasn't actually the fuel tank, because it wasn't making sense to me as to why this thing looks perfect and should be working isn't. And then yeah, that's what I found. So I think let me try that now. If it works, then good job saving some cash on that as well, and one step closer to getting it driving. And then I picked up these bad boys or these China boys from another guy I found on Marketplace, because as you know, I showed you this absolutely sketchy spring. So at least for me to be able to drive where there's some clearance between the wheel and the spring, not like this one that's like barely clear here. I don't know if you could see that, but yeah, that one's barely clearing, so this one will definitely clear, just so that I can also be on the road. And that means we get to adjust these boys and have it go lower and higher. And then at the back we'll just do, I don't know what we'll do, but again, here's some new sneakers for this thing as well, old new sneakers. And that's part of the reason why we want to change suspension on here. So here we are going to be removing those springs and lowering that car, but before we can do that, I have to do that, which basically there's no brakes, as you can see. So I already started stripping the parts. This is obviously the old disc. You can see it's quite worn. There's a slight ridge here, meaning this part here where the pad sort of grips onto the disc is lower than the edge of the disc itself. So that means to say that this disc has had a good life. And I just had to take that off to take a sample to the shop, and that was the pad sample. And then here's the fresh ones. So here we have rear pads, we have front pads. Smells like fish. And then we have one front disc, two rear discs. They only had one left in the shop, so I need to go and collect that one later. So I just decided in the meantime I'm going to fit what I have and then remove the last one that's still on the car. And now we have the fresh disc on, and as you can see from that other footage, we did paint this, so we're just gonna touch it up once we fit the caliper to the disc. We can put the wheel on, plug everything in here, and then she should be good to go on the side. Then I'll just repeat the process there and on the other side. Got the driver side fitted also. Again, this time I did not use bricks for a stand. As you can see, I have a big old jack here, better than the last one. And oh yeah, don't ask what the Allen key is for. You can see what I'm using it for. Yeah, life happens.
24 hours later.
So again, today we are fitting the sleeve overs, or like we like to call it, sleepovers. Yeah, there they are. This is a second-hand set that I picked up. Unfortunately, the previous guy has chopped the spring a bit shorter. It does not have the grub screws that come with it, or supposed to come with it. So we'll see what we can do with what we have. This will probably be noisy, but I can always add a grub screw in afterwards, because I don't plan on doing any extreme driving with it at the moment. So as you can see, we only had two, right? They're going to be used for the front, because the back we can just chop to get it a bit shorter. and then I still need to get the other wheels, but that's the wheels I intend on using on this bad boy. So you can see those are 13s, these are 15s, and they come from the Cressida. And in the meantime, before I did any of that stuff, so what I did was I got a different fuel pump, mechanical fuel pump, like one of the viewers mentioned in an older video that I had of this car. Then I put some new fuel in there. The trick that I tried with the fuel tank worked, so the fuel's coming through now. I didn't need to replace the tank. I just needed to look for a leak, and I found the leak. And basically when I checked it, the pump is pumping. If you take this pipe off, I do need to get the filter here, somewhere in between here, because that's, oh, it's actually leaking. Good thing I checked here now. I can smell the fuel, so 100% need to fix that part. Let's do the main thing, because yeah, those springs are not, they're not the right one. To take off the front wheels, jack the car up and put it on the jack stand. So we got the wheel off. Yeah, I just put the jack there, jacked it up under the cross member, and then put the stand there, and have the wheel off. So all we're gonna have to do is, as you can see, this is a very, very dangerous situation. Don't try this at home. See the spring, it's not even like sitting on the bucket. Don't ask me why, rather ask why not. All that needs to be done is we need to untie the strut from this one here and the other one the other side. Gonna have to take this brake line out here and then untie this 3 over here and the main one in there. And then once we have all untied, we can then pull the whole strut out, take that old spring off and put the other thing on. And look there, this is level 5 of weight reduction. So if you're looking to enhance your car's performance, you don't need to buy any engine upgrades, you just let that happen, and that's like weight reduction. See there's even like a lighter metal plate in there, but that's besides the point. This car needs to slide despite all the rust. So what I do want to do is I want to take this car to Sandy's so they can close it down. If you don't know what Sandy's is, it's the guys in South Africa that basically stand on the side of the road and weld your exhaust in the sand. So Sandy's would be good for this, because I don't want to waste my time here or spend a lot of time here myself. So I'll probably just take this fender off, but let's first get this out. So we finally got the strut out, and here she is. Whoa, would you look at that? Wow, what a beautiful brake disc. Definitely only a few months old, I swear. Yeah, but anyway, here's the strut. This horrid spring on the wrong one. Now we are going to need another homie to hold that fuss while we unscrew the top.
Many hours later.
I can explain. Yeah.
Many unbearable hours later.
And welcome back. As you can see, thine daily driver is on jack stands, wheels are flat because I killed the clutch, as you can see, or you probably saw in the last video. So we're nearly done though. Gearbox is out. I cleaned a bit of the engine bay up. It was looking a bit nasty. I had to remove the intake manifold to get to one of the starter bolts there. I can't really see it in there, but eventually got it out. At the moment the gearbox is being cleaned before it goes back in. So all of this is from the previous clutch that was in. It was absolutely destroyed, and once it is clean, then it's ready to go in. We have already fitted the flywheel. As you can see, it has been resurfaced, so that's good. Then here we have our fresh clutch. It is not a brand spanking new one, it is a reconditioned one, but pretty good work for the price. And look at how beautiful we made the pressure plate. According to what my dad told me, this was an extra strap put on there. No, say hello. Extra strap, and now we're ready to fit.
"24 hours later."
So sorry, the gearbox is now in. The car's obviously driving. Yeah, I haven't filmed anything drastic with this car because this is just a daily driver, right? So what I do want to do on this car next though will be some nice things. So you see those windows are clear. I want to tint them babies, and then also actually want to drop this car because this car is like way too high, and because it's a 6-cylinder, it will sound great with a, you know, just a mild exhaust. So maybe we're gonna see like in the next few weeks if we can do that. But for now, she's pretty good. Clutch is absolutely fantastic, no more slippage. Back on to the boxy as well. So from the footage, you guys may be quite confused just because you don't know, like I didn't explain much, but essentially what happened was I ended up cutting the springs, those black springs, those long black springs you see there, came from a Golf 6 or something, and yeah, they needed to be cut shorter because the car is like super high, even on the lowest setting on the sleeves. So yeah, I did not film that, but I will show you the final result, and here it is. Yeah, it does look much better than what it looked like before. It doesn't drive the best though, not gonna lie, but yeah, should be good for just now, man. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and have a good day.